He's been called the father of black gay cinema, and over the course of his career, he's spearheaded groundbreaking work like Punk's, Noah's Ark, and The Skinny.
And today, he's here to discuss his latest project, Blackbird, which is already generating tons of buzz. Patrik-Ian Polk, welcome to Arise.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Patrick, thank you so much for being here. Now, Blackbird is a powerful coming-of-age story starring Monique and Isaiah Washington. Why was it important for you to bring this project to life?
Well, Blackbird is based on a classic coming-of-age novel by Larry Duplichan that I read when I was a freshman in college 25 years ago.
Wow, you look good.
And thank you. And it was the first time I'd read a piece of art that was told from a black gay perspective. So as a young man from a small town in Mississippi, it was a life-changing experience reading that book. And as an aspiring filmmaker at the time, I knew one day I wanted to make that film into a movie. And 25 years later, it's here.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah. And as we mentioned, Monique is in this movie, Isaiah Washington, but they've also been known, especially lately, for their fiery personalities. So tell us, what were they really like to work with?
They were both incredible. You know, I know that there are a lot of stories out there, but what I can tell you is that Monique is the consummate professional. She's amazing. You know, we were an independent film, so a lot of times we don't get to rehearse very much. So the actors kind of have to come to set ready to go. And Monique just killed it every time. In between takes, she was jovial and joking. I mean, it was an amazing experience. And Isaiah is my favorite actor on the planet.
Wow.
I mean, this man has worked with Clint Eastwood, Spike Lee multiple times. You know what I mean? He's one of our greatest living actors. So I really hate this idea that an actor gets into an argument on a set, which happens every day, and then the headlines get blown out of proportion, and suddenly he's labeled, you know, this homophobe. When he was playing gay in Spike Lee's Get on the Bus, years before it was considered cool, when people told him it would kill his career. So I'm like, this man could not be farther from how he's being portrayed. But he was amazing as well. They were both, like, they're both incredible.
And is it true you actually wrote this part with him in mind?
Oh yeah, he was my first and only choice to play the father.
First and only?
Absolutely.
And you got him.
And I got him.
Well, you are the father of black gay cinema, so you can have whatever you want, right?
I don't know about that.
Talk to us about what that title means to you. And is it your mission to present black gay characters, or does it happen to just be what happens?
It started off early in my career. Another artist friend of mine said to me, as I was struggling to sort of figure it out, I just left finished film school at the University of Southern California, and I was starting to work in the industry, and he said, you have to write something that's really close to you. You have to write something that you know really well and that means something to you. And that always stuck with me. So growing up gay and black in a small town in Mississippi, not seeing any images of anything that resembled my experience, that made me want to make black gay films. And I've just kind of, I haven't strayed from that. I haven't felt the need to. And what's great now is 15 years later, I have, you know, young gay men in their 20s and telling me that, oh, when I was 15 or 16, I discovered your TV show Noah's Ark. And it showed me, when I was confused and trying to figure out what my sexuality was, it showed me that there is a way forward. There's a way to be a happy, healthy, successful gay black man contributing to society, you know, to have love, to have children, to have a career. And that means a lot to me. So when I hear terms like, you're the father of black gay cinema, I mean, I think it sounds a little like, I think, yeah, right, I'm not the father of anything. But I consider it, it's very special to me to do the work that I do.
What do you make of the homophobia that persists in the black community, though? I mean, things have definitely gotten better, but there's still sometimes a stigma attached to being a gay black male in particular in black culture.
There is, you know, it's funny, just yesterday I moderated a panel at Al Sharpton's National Action Network about homophobia in the black community, and it was interesting to hear a lot of the perspectives. I feel like the more we have, you know, I think art really has the power to change perception, perspectives, minds, opinions, and what's great is when you have more pop culture characters and storylines featuring black gay characters like Empire or the work that I've done, I think that can help, because as people experience these, it changes your minds. And what's funny to me is we all have LGBT people in our families.
Absolutely.
All of us. It's always been there. It's just that we as a community have sort of lived under this unofficial don't ask, don't tell policy. But I think now people are forcing those conversations, and the more those conversations happen, the more people realize that this is not something that's strange and other. It's a part of the Black community, just like every other community, and it's high time that we accept that and embrace it.
Yeah, well, you know, Empire star Jussie Smollett, he just recently said on the Ellen Show that he's gay. Now, is it true you discovered him? I know he was in The Skinny.
I did not discover Jussie. Jussie has been acting since he was a child.
Okay.
You know, he and his siblings had a sitcom on ABC when they were young. The Skinny, my film, was, I think, the first thing he'd done as an adult actor. But Jussie, incidentally, we tried to mount a production of Blackbird about 8 or 9 years ago, and Jussie was cast as the lead.
You're
And
kidding.
unfortunately, the money fell through, and so I had to put the film back on the shelf. And then years later, when I did The Skinny, I ended up casting him in that. So it's amazing to see actors that I've worked with go on to have such phenomenal success, because I'm like the biggest Empire junkie ever.
Join the club.
Yes, exactly.
And Lee Daniels is a friend, so it's wonderful to see your friends having this kind of success.
And it's
Yeah.
wonderful to see you having this success too. Congratulations,
you.
my friend.
Tell us when we
you.
can see Blackbird.
Blackbird opens in theaters April 24th.
All right.
April 24th.
Thank
right.
you so
Check
much
it
for
out.
being here. We will.
Thank
And
you.
you're watching Arise Entertainment 360.